I don't want to watch a fucking short video, you cunt.
What's up?
Yeah, it wasn't like it wasn't a cheap shot.
View. So like I'm the only one in the angle, basically, me and Kyler. He's
Shit.
getting mad at Kyler too, but it was all on me. And so Zach, I don't know if you remember, but Zach, I should show you the play, but it's just embarrassing. I look at it now. But Zach had this like, it was like 26 stretch, and he cut back, and I was like, I ran a backside slant, and when he cut back, I like went to square up with someone who wasn't looking at me, and I was like running at him to like kill him, and then I kind of like stepped aside because I didn't want to like get the blind side. And he like roasted my shit in front of everyone. Like he was like screaming my name. He said like he said his quarterback. I mean, Kyler saw the same guy, and Kyler like barely touched him because he didn't want to kill him either.
Yeah.
And he said quarterback, and then he said loader. But before he prefaced, he was like, I'm gonna view the film as if I'm another team scouting the game film and evaluating players. And he just basically said that I looked like a scared slot who's afraid of contact and doesn't want to be physical. And he's like, all they know is that Loader's scared and blah blah blah. And he's like, but they know Sharrow's gonna go hit someone. It's just like, but he didn't even say Sharrow. He said 15, number 15. But of course he says Loader.
Know his name.
Only name. And but anyways, after that, he brought up a pass play, and it was so it's trips left. You know, do you remember slice? So the two slots have go routes, and they're picking for the wide out to run a slant, leave him open. So I go and pick Cordell's guy, me and Peter do, and I stopped running, and I'm shielding him off from Cordell. Like my job is to pick him, and he makes this shitty ass point. He's like, Loader just gave up on the play instead of keeping running and running past his dude and getting open for Kyler. Like, he's like, you could have cut across the field right here and Kyler could have thrown you a touchdown. But no, you want to stop in the middle of the play and let Cordell get the ball. I'm like, that's the fucking play! Yeah. That is the play. That's the design of the play. And dude, he was just all over my face. Just pissing me off. I just wanted to swing on him. But yeah, and then like, the next, like, then he had one more play to show, and it was Moyer, like, blocking wrong, and he didn't even say Moyer. He just said, fucking, the tackle. It just made me mad that I was the only name he brought up.
Yeah.
And then Coach Spear individual film, and the play came up with Coach Shahan, and I tried to defend my case. I was like, I prefaced it with like I should have killed him, but I didn't, and I didn't want to get the blindside penalty because they've been preaching to us
so much
not to blindside anyone. He's like, "Are we gonna be mad at you for blindsiding anyone?" And I was like, "Yeah," and he was like, "No, we're not." He's like, "It's just like offensive pass interference. How often have you been called for it?" And I was like, "Never."
They call the blindside blocks so much now because they're trying to protect players. So they be calling that shit every time it happens. Honestly, I hate it because I used to love getting blindside blocks. Yeah. Ernesto, are you on Siege or what?
Let me finish this game real quick. I want to.
Don't you want to play Doctor's Curse before he gets on?
Yeah. But yeah, I was really mad, and then after film, I was like pissed off, and I was just like talking to Jay in the locker room about like how mad I was about the blindside block, and of course I didn't hear Coach Shahan walk in the locker room while I'm talking shit. He was like, I was listening to Loader, and I was like, oh fuck, he's in here. And basically all he said was he's like you just gotta have the mentality for it.
Oh,
He's like, you just need to not care about what Coach Cheesy thinks or whatever, and just go hit someone, even if you do get the penalty. He's like, I know you still think you're small, tiny Loader from freshman and sophomore year. He's a backup and can't do anything. Like, you need to change that. And I was like, get out my
Jason.
And then Luis hit my shoes, and I was not having it. And like,
Bro, I used to
thought
hate when people
someone
fuck my
took
shit.
them. I took the shoes out of my locker and I set them down on my cushion, and I went to talk to Jay, and I went back, and they were gone. And I thought someone hawked them. I was like, "There's no fucking way." And Luis was right there, and he wasn't saying shit.
Yeah.
And then I ran outside to see if anyone that was walking out of the locker room had them. I went back in, and I was like, "Luis, where the fuck are my shoes?" He was like, "What?" And then Jay was like, "Dude, he's having a bad day. They're in your locker, loader." And I was like, "Thanks, Jay."
Yeah.
But yeah, Saturday was not a good day at all. And oh my god, he was just shitting on Kyler. Also, he had 2 more plays. I'm about to show you about these. But he had 2 more plays that involved me too, but I didn't do anything wrong this time. So it was that speed out that I caught.
Yeah.
And he goes, and what pissed me off is he showed this play right after the blindside play that I didn't get, and he was like, now Loader has to make a great catch to prevent a pick 6 going the other way. He's like, why don't you just take the short side, throw to Pete? And I was like, oh, okay. So basically, you're just mad that he didn't throw to Peter, and it wasn't a great catch. You're just mad he didn't throw to the better play where Kyler should have thrown to me on like a 3rd and short on the speed out, and he didn't. He threw the fade. He's just mad at Kyler. He's like,